as a dog owner, you're always going to notice that your dog weight is going to fluctuate. Whether it's the season, change of weather, or whatever it may be, you're going to notice that the weight is going to fluctuate. And so for me, when that happens with my dogs, there is a little meal that I put together. Even when I have a dog or whatever the case is that is expecting, you know, she's getting ready to drop that litter, I feed her this too. You want to know what that meal is? Well, then stay tuned. Press the subscribe button. That's all you got to do.
Rick, and that is on the field.
Alright, y'all, look here. This is what we gonna do. You feel me? First things first, I already got the gloves on because you're gonna need this because it's gonna get a little messy, right? Secondly, open everything up because once your hands get all messy, when you're trying to open something up, then you're gonna be looking goofy. You smell me? Cheese herbs, not cheese herbs, cottage cheese. Got the molasses, wheat germ, coconut oil on deck, oatmeal, peanut butter. But today, we're working with 3 pounds of ground beef. We're gonna go ahead and hook this up with 3 pounds of ground beef, you smell me? I'm probably gonna put the ground beef in last. Go ahead and get a nice mixture of everything first. You know the vibes. As far as the cereal, we're not using a lot of ground beef. It's about 3 pounds, so just gonna use just some of that amount there, just like so. Let's go ahead and do the molasses now so we can get rid of it. We don't need much in the molasses. We're more so using this for flavor. Like when most people bake cookies, dog treats, or anything like that, they utilize molasses and more like, it's more for the flavor. It's really not for the nutritious facts. It don't help on that end much, but it's tasty and it's gonna make them wanna eat it. Thicken them up. Wheat germ. All these things play a role for these guys. There we go. We got a little wheat germ in there. We don't need that much. Like I was telling you, the molasses, that's more so for the flavor, right? But the wheat germ, right? That right there has high levels of omega-3 and the fatty acids. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? There's a lot of different things you can get omega-3s and fatty acids from, but wheat germ happens to be one of them. So that's what we utilize. Another thing that wheat germ does, it helps with skin issues. Come on now, you gotta learn. It definitely boosts the immune system. It helps fight allergies. And y'all know, Smokey, every year in the fall, his allergies flare up. Can't help it, it just happens. He's actually going through it right now as we speak. All right, got the wheat germ in there. Quick oats, gotta use that oatmeal. Definitely gotta use that oatmeal. Oatmeal is good for carbohydrates, vitamin B. Of course, it has omega-6 fatty acids. You know the vibes. Next thing we're gonna use is gelatin. Gotta use that gelatin form as well. Gelatin is another thing that is very safe for dogs. Just won't need to use too much of it. Just a little to get your dogs exactly what you need. Gelatin is also good for gut health, joints. Come on now. You can't be wrong with that. All right, next thing, let's go ahead. Let's do the ground beef.
Eyes on the prize, early dawn. Pushing through till I'm reborn. Sweating click, no need to whine. No grind, no shine, our battle line.
Pretty much every state, there's gonna be like your local Asian market or your local international food market. Always check there for your ground beef because they always got it for a decent price. Normally it'll be like 99 cents a pound, $1.99 a pound. This one I got here was $1.99 a pound. But you know, on a lucky day, I catch them, it's normally about $1 a pound. So we're just gonna do 3 pounds. So we're just gonna do half of this here. Put the other half up. And also, we're gonna add cream cheese in there as well. So we got the cream cheese going in there, so we're just gonna go ahead and mix it all in.
Pushing through till I'm reborn. Sweating click, no need to whine. No grind, no shine, our battle line. Running hard against the wind. Dreamers dare to never rescind.
Now with the coconut oil, I normally utilize that like when it's feeding time. So that means I get it out of the Ziploc bag. I go ahead and put it in that bowl, mix it with that kibble, mix it with an egg, maybe sardines if I feel like it or not. But then that's normally when I go ahead and put the coconut oil in. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some in now as well too. But then we'll put some in during feeding time as well. Let's get it.
Pushing through till I'm reborn. Sweating quick, no need to whine, no.
Also, utilizing coconut oil now helps it not be so sticky.
Sweating quick, no need to whine, no grind, no shine, no back.
You feel me, dog? Meat in the bowl. Got the cottage cheese in the bowl. Got the wheat germ in the bowl. Got the gelatin in the bowl. Got the oatmeal in the bowl. Got the cereal in the bowl. Yeah, buddy. I'm trying to tell you. Look, man, you gotta go ahead and mix that thing in real good. You gotta mix it in real good, you know what I'm talking about? So your dog can get all the flavors, get all the essentials, get all the nutrients. That's what they need. They need it all. Come on now. Help your dog out now. Take care of your animals. And then after you mix it all up good like this, you can ball them up. Make it nice and easy for yourself to store it. Put it in a Ziploc bag, a freezer Ziploc bag. Go ahead and pop this in the freezer. After you pop it in the freezer, what you want to go ahead and do is take it out the night before you want to give it to them. Let it thaw. Let it sit out, let it thaw. It'll be ready for you to go during feeding time. You pop this thing out, you crack an egg over it, pour a little coconut oil. Your dog is gonna be happy. Mark my words. Take care of your animals, y'all. Then you put a little cottage cheese in right on at the end, okay? You don't need too much of the cottage cheese, but now that you got it all mixed up nice and well, you can throw a little bit of cottage cheese on there and mix that in as well too. Your dog's gonna love it. I'm trying to tell you what I know. I'm trying to tell you what I know.
Grind, no shine, our battle line. Running hard against the
Their stomachs don't tolerate dairy really well, so you don't want to overload them with dairy.
each step closer to the climb. No grind, no shine. That's my grind. The road is rough, but here I stand. Holding tight with both my hands.
But if you ever get in a situation where your dog is having diarrhea and their poop is all watery and whatnot because of something that they ate, or let's say you started feeding them a different food or whatever the case is, easy fix. Go ahead and get a can of pure pumpkin. A can of pure pumpkin. And every time they eat, go ahead and get you a couple tablespoons of that. Put that in their food. Do that for like their next 2 to 3 meals. Promise you, they'll be fine.
Never backing down or resign. No grind, no shine on this design. The road is rough, but here I stand.
Well, here it is, y'all. Go ahead and put in the ball, put it in the Ziploc bag, and you're ready to go. NGNS Uncle Skills. You know the vibes. If you find any value in my content, make sure you press the subscribe button. That's all you gotta do.
Rick, and that is on the field.